Hello guys, it's me Muhammad Ali here. I just wanted to share with you a quick demo of how this software that's new here works. So let's get started. And you guys can see here today there's a deal on AppSumo that's going on here, and it's about recording voices, and it's called Bouncecast, right? So right now, as we see, there are 3 reviews, and the reviews have not been nice, and I think there's some truth to it, but we'll find out why. So the first person has given it 4 stars, the other person has gave it 2, one person gave it even 1 star. This is serious, guys, and it means this tool practically did not fix the audio whatsoever. I did some noise and clicking test, but it did not remove any noise from it. It only lowered the volume on my test. So here, let's go here. Okay, what is it claiming that it does? Audio recording and trimming, automatic leveling, audio restoration, intelligent sound check, interactive guidance, control unwanted frequency, export to multiple formats, mobile app coming soon. So technically, it tells you everything that they do, and hopefully I just want to judge them based on what they have claimed it can do. So the first thing that's a bit annoying about the app was that I have 2 computers here. As you can see, I'm here in my office. I have a computer here. I'm using that desktop here. That's actually my iMac Pro. And then I'm using my MacBook Pro here to record, to do all the recordings. And as you can see, I tried testing it on the iMac Pro and it did not work at all. Why? Because it looks like there is some compatibility issue on the Mac depending on what you have. So I probably have a different version of the iOS on that computer than this one. And so when I did it, it didn't work on the first one. So then I downloaded it on my iMac Pro, and the problem was it was giving me a weird message that said because I already downloaded on another computer, it's not gonna work. Okay? And so as you can see, I asked them, hey, it's saying you have registered another desktop, and he said, please try to register with another email. That's the only solution that I could get from them, because I explained to them I'm trying to see how this app works, and it looks like it didn't work. So it didn't work on my iMac Pro, and I tried making it work on my Mac Pro, which is a smaller version, and kind of worked. And I want to show you guys how it's gonna work. So I use another email finally to make it work. So here is how it looks like. And on this, you guys can see this. Okay, here's my desktop, and I can record on it. I can import. So I'm going to start with the recording. Let's play with that. So once you have the recording here going on, I am using a completely different mic. I'm just going to show you guys. I am using the Yeti to do the sound, and I'm using my computer's sound to do the recording for the video. So I just make sure that the two don't mess up, right? Each other. So let me just grab this. I think I dropped my charger. Okay. So you can see the sound check. If I check the sound, I can do a sound check. It tells you do this. Is it? After this, clap, hands one time and hold silence. Okay. Well, definitely it's working, right? So I am going to now do some recording, and let's do the recording. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the first part run, and then I'm gonna leave the let me actually move it to the side. I'm gonna leave some part of it with no background noise, and we'll see if that works. Because I don't think it even does any background removal like most people agreed. I think that's also true. But I don't think they say it does background removal. It just says a little bit, it's like noise removal, but I don't think it works that fine still yet. So let's try, okay? I'm gonna make and pretend like I'm a radio show trying to do a presentation, and I'm gonna have my music on the background. Let's try. So hi there, my name is Mohammed Ali, and I'm trying to review this app called Bouncecast. And today I want to show you guys how this is gonna work. But before we go ahead, let's turn some music on. And I'm turning my music on. Hopefully, okay, now I have my music on. You guys can hear that. It's a little bit of background noise. It's kind of like the music you hear that. It could be a little bit loud, but for now, let's try to see. Welcome to the program. There's a lot of things you can do with this app. One of the things you can do is record your podcast without worrying about removing your background noise and just run it as it is. So let's see. And this is not going to be any way whatsoever for you to edit sound, but just to record sound and just produce an MP3 file. So let's go ahead and stop there. That was 49 seconds. Now, let's play. Okay, so what it does is it's going to do the evaluation, and there is few things here. You see, there's like this thing with the box. I don't know if you guys can see it, like a briefcase thing. I can say noise removal. I can rumble filter. I don't know what that is. Click removal. So to take the clicks out, right? And let's try. So basically, you gotta use also smart enhancements to make this green, and then I'll show you this has to be green as well. So I think that's what's happening. I think it's supposed to be green. When everything is green, it means everything is supposed to work, in my understanding, because it doesn't say when to use what. So hi there, my name is Mohammed Ali, and I'm trying to review this app called Bouncecast. And today I want to show you guys how this is going to work. But before we go ahead, let's turn some music on. And I'm turning my music on. Hopefully, okay. Now I have my music on. You guys can hear that. It's a little bit of background noise. It's kind of like the music you hear that. It could be a little bit loud, but for now, let's try to see. Welcome to the program. There's a lot of things you can do with this app. One of the things you can do is record your podcast without worrying about removing your background noise and just run it as it is. So let's see. And this is not going to be any way whatsoever for you to edit sound, but just to record sound and just produce an MP3 file. So let's go ahead and stop there. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually show you the difference. I'm gonna click both the smart on and off and see what happens. Okay, let's keep playing. So hi there, my name is Mohammed Ali, and I'm trying to review this app called Bouncecast. And today I want to show you guys how this is gonna work. But before we go ahead, let's turn some music on. And I'm turning my music on. Hopefully, okay. Now I have my music on. You guys can hear that. It's a little bit of background noise. It's kind of like the music you hear that. You see the difference? It could be a little bit loud, but for now, let's try to see. Welcome to the program. There's a lot of things you can do with this app. One of the things you can do is record your podcast without worrying about removing your background noise and just run it as it is. So let's see. This is not going to be any way whatsoever for you to edit sound, but just to record sound and just produce an MP3 file. So let's go ahead and stop there. Okay, so as you can see, when I am playing with the smart enhancement thing being green, it's actually less loud. So it's just reduces the volume. I think that's what it does. But the background noise, like generally, it's not going to be crispy clear, where like everything's silenced and you can't hear the noise, and it's automatically picking up, just the voice that you want, people to hear. So I think that's what it does. The next thing I want to do and test right now is to see those enhancements. I'm going to try to turn them on and off and see what happens, okay? So let's play. So hi there, my name is Mohammed Ali, and I'm trying... Actually, why don't I just remove the enhancements, the smart enhancements, and then we play with the briefcase thing turning on and off. Review this app called Bouncecast, and today I want to show you guys how this is going to work. But before we go ahead, let's turn some music on. So basically... And I'm turning my music on. So that doesn't do anything. So I think then, if those are selected, this is what this is supposed to do. Okay, now I have my music on. You guys can hear that. It's a little bit of background noise. It's kind of like the music. So hold on. So basically, this briefcase thing is to just to open and on and off, like to display. I think the review processors, turn special processor on and off. That's what this is for. If you turn on and off, that's all it's doing. So not enhancements. Now, if I have those open, let me actually remove. Just take out all the other things and just go with noise removal and see what happens. It could be a little bit loud, but for now, let's try to see. Welcome to the program. There's a lot of things you can do with this app. One of the things you can do is record your podcast without worrying about removing your background noise. Okay, let's just try Rumble filter and see what happens. And just run it as it is. So let's see. This is not going to be any way whatsoever for you to edit sound, but just to record sound. So generally speaking, I think if somebody wants just something to record the sound with, and produce an MP3 file easily, definitely this is something that you can use. But as you can see, I don't honestly think it's doing any noise removal or click removal or rumble filter. Those are just, I don't know. To be honest, they're not still there. They're not still there, and you can just judge for yourself. So one thing you want to do now, if you want to save this as an MP3 file, I'll just keep it as normal quality, export it, and I'm going to say audio processing inactive. Oh yes, I can, hold on. It's giving me a warning saying that audio processing, I can say, yeah, smart enhancement. So I'm going to say, I can just take it out. And now I have an untitled MP3 up there. Okay. And let's try to import and see what happens. Now we can play around with it. Oh, so hold on, before we go ahead, how does the output sound? So hi there, my name is Muhammad Ali and I'm trying to review this app called Bouncecast. And today I want to show you guys how this is going to work. But before we go ahead, let's turn some music on. And I'm turning my music on. Hopefully, okay, now I have my music on. You guys can hear that. It's not bad. Background noise. It's kind of like the music. You hear that? A little bit. It could be a little bit loud, but for now, let's try to see. What? Okay, so now we can go ahead and import, and let's play with it. So now the sound is on. I can bring it back, play with it, do a lot more things with it, and I think this is okay. So now the trim is just for you to remove, trim. When you take this, you can trim. You can just take the corners, or just do it all the way to the end and have just a small slice of it. But I don't see where you can place like something in the middle here and then trim. I don't know how that's done. I think it's just ends only, like the two ends. You can trim it, make it short, but there's no way to, you know what? Let's see what happens. Trim, that's all. There's nothing in the middle. So you can't slice the audio in the middle, right? Like the only thing is just the trim. So there's no like cutting it in the middle and then just having like small pieces of it, like you would have in a video editor or something like that, right? So this is different. So hi there, my name is Muhammad Ali and I'm trying to, and it's still loud, app called right? Bouncecast. When I go today, to the smart I want to show you guys how this is going to work, but before we go ahead, and the smart enhancement is just reducing the volume down. That's what I see. So that's it. That's generally what I see today. So for me, and based on what I have seen, now one thing that I'm going to tell you is that if you download this on another computer and it doesn't work on that computer, you cannot download it and use it on another computer. Now that's going to be a deal breaker for me. The reason is because they should be able to limit sessions being used like in two computers at the same time. But I have several computers. How many computers do I use here in this office? I have 3 different computers, and if I'm gonna be using with one or the other, it doesn't matter as long as you're using a login. I think you shouldn't be able to limit the use of this one. So technically, because it didn't work on that computer, it means it's useless for me right now, and so I have to refund and then buy another I guess another Sumo code, and then try to download it on this computer again. Right now I'm using the free version, which is actually interesting because the free version here is what I'm using right now, and that's what worked. The paid version didn't even work, so I don't know. So based on this, I think these guys need to definitely need to do a lot of work, and I'm gonna leave this review for you guys, the review for you guys to make a decision. But if you're looking for something basic, just to record sound, I think it's gonna do that. Other than that, I don't see anything big deal here. Okay, and for those of you who record podcasts and stuff like that, and you make sure that you're not gonna need all that background removal or crazy editing, it's gonna do the basics of just recording the sound. But the question is, how many apps out there are free that can do this, right? And why would somebody buy just something that's so basic as just to record the sound? So for me, honestly, I wanted to give them, and I would love to give them 5 stars or 5 tacos, but not on this one. So I gotta go, at least uh, I can't do 5 on this one. So I think I'll just give them 4 stars for the best attempt they did, and hopefully over the next few weeks they'll improve the product and come up with something better, and hopefully it works out. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there for you guys, and I hope you found this to be useful. This is all the answers I got. You gotta register with another email, right? So sorry, guys, and it's been 15 minutes. So if you feel like you want to pick it up, go ahead, do it. Thank you.